Greetings, petrolheads. Welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. I think the first thing we're going to do here is go to the auction center and see what they got. Maybe they got something that, maybe they have a 560 SEC. Or maybe just, I don't know, something I don't have in my garage yet. I hear the noises. There's stuff going on in the auction center. There always is. Oh, there we go. Salem Spectre Fastback. We just worked on that on the previous episode. Katagiri Katsumoto was the first car I ever fully restored. Then there's a Bold Reptilia. And then there's a Castor Earthquake Rex. Terra Custom Sakura Moon. Piccolo, Maluch. No, actually I don't want any of these. Let's leave and then enter again. Because that's gonna make it so they have different cars for sale. But yeah, I think all the performance upgrade DLC really makes this game a lot more fun. Because before it was like, well, you can restore your car, but it's always gonna be the same car, just in better condition. And now you have the option to also tune your car. And take to the drag strip, take to the dyno, make further improvements. Like it's pretty cool. And you can even change your tires. I'm not gonna ask for the option to change your suspension settings so you could take a car to a racetrack, because that would be a little bit too much. That would be a little bit too much for, just a simple mechanic to do. Salem Flammo, I think we have one of those in our garage. Bold Reptilia, with Jeff. Number 8 is a Salem Kiran, which I think we don't have in our garage. So we're gonna have to skip a few. Sakura GT20, we have that. And there's a 300 SL, but we have one of those already as well. Of course, I could just restore one or two cars here just for the money. And I will probably start doing that soon. Start doing it again, I should say. Because we're down to $192,000, and I remember at one point we were over 500,000, so I spent quite a bit of money already. But it's fine. It's still an amount of money that we can easily work with. We can, you can spend money and then make more money as a result. It's like, well, there's two ways really in life to get money, unless we're talking about like illegal ways, stealing or bank robbing or anything like that. You can work for your money. You just go to work and get money for it, or you can invest money, and over time you will get more money. And over time, or with you know, a little bit of time and also some effort, they will get more money. And that's pretty much what we're gonna be making here. We spend money first, and we put in a little bit of effort and admittedly more money because of the restoration, of the fact that we have to get new parts for restoration. But in the end, it'll all be worth it because we'll get more money back than we spent. If that makes sense. Like if I buy this car as is and I tried to sell it right afterwards, I would get less money than I gave for it. However, if I restore it, then it'll be worth way more, and I'll not only get all the money back that I spent, I'll also, you know, get some profit as well. What, we got that for freaking 12.6k? Man, usually if a car starts at like 5 grand or so, they'll raise the price until it's like 25 grand, 30 grand sometimes. And now I got it for 12.6. Well. In any case, we're gonna head back to our garage. We will see what kind of engine swap we can do here, if we can do one at all. And start on the restoration process. Loading Salem Kieran. There it is. So, can we do an engine swap? No. Okay, it has 110 horsepower. So first of all, we're gonna start with body and rims. We're gonna give this guy this front bumper, another hood. These headlights I think are better. And then the B tail lights, a simple rear bumper. Then we go here. We need doors, fenders, and more doors, and a trunk. And then we need rims. Let's take and I want to have the ones that are on the icon here, but they don't exist. Let's take let's take these. Are those the ones? No, that's the number 13. Okay, let's start on the exterior. Man, why is this so framey? Processor, please. Oh, I already fitted it? Yeah. Okay, now we need to move you to lifter. Might as well do this as well. Now we're gonna take these off. Why would we fit the new ones already? Because we're gonna have to take them off eventually anyway. Man, this is laggy. Excuse me? Oh, I didn't replace the trunk yet. So let's see, we have a strut front suspension with ventilated disc brakes, and we have rear-wheel drive, and that's coil springs on the rear with disc brakes. Okay, that's what we have. I think I'm not gonna tune this one because I may just sell this thing afterwards. So there's not really a point. Does this thing have ABS? It does not. Oh, it does. So let's buy all the things that we need. We need one of those, I think, yeah. Bottom suspension arm, I think, is for the double wishbone setup. Need one of those. We need this. We need this. We need camshaft caps. I think 5 of those, if I'm not mistaken. We need camshaft bearings as well. I don't think we do. Don't need carbs. We need a cat though, probably. Coil spring. One of these. One of these. Now cylinder head. Okay, drive shaft. Wait, what? Oh, it's gonna be called engine head. I got confused there a little bit. Inlet 4 block. Yeah, engine head. This one, I think. Anything else? No. Exhaust manifold. Then manifold cover, I guess we think we need that as well. An exhaust pipe. A flywheel for sure. Front exhaust section. There we go. Front steering knuckle A, I would assume, right? Yeah. And rear knuckle housing C. Okay. The cross member should be the regular one. No, it's a short one. Okay. Front sway bar, front wheel hub. One of those. Enough for river drive. I don't know how many of those we need. Let's check. Just that one? Okay. Ignition coil. I don't think I need that. Ignition distributor cap. This. No. It is multi-port injection, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. That's good. We need 2 of those, 4 of these. Metal muffler, maybe. Other turret, certainly. Piston, of course. And radiator? Just normal stuff, okay. We need 2 of those. Don't need these, because of course we have a solid rear axle. The rear muffler. Which one is it? Oh, it's a V8. It's a V8 rear muffler. Okay. That makes sense. Don't need any of this. Don't need a rear sway bar. We don't need rear wheel hubs. We just need 2 of those for the rear axle. Then we need 1 of these. We need I guess this one. A steering rack for sure. Sway bar front ending A. No rear sway bar, of course. Then timing belt. A timing cover? Does this thing have one? Yeah, but it's very own one. So this is called the timing belt cover, and the other one is just a timing cover. Understood. And this game is weird in that sense. Like, why is this called the timing belt cover and this is called the timing cover? And so are these. Like, why aren't they just all called the same thing with you know, the engine type in brackets? Water pump, I would assume we need, and then we need 2 of these for the 2 of these. Doesn't matter. Okay, lift it up now. Okay, so far we spent 38 grand in total on this thing. Man, the frame rate. What is happening? It's really hard to place this thing properly when, you know, you're moving very unpredictably, very abruptly. Excuse me? Okay, give me a moment here. I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. So hopefully now closed a couple of processes in the background. Hopefully not. No, it's not better. I don't know. I just started my PC though. Like, it's not like it's been running for too long or anything like that. Can you imagine playing Action Hank competitively like this? Yeah, that's pretty much what happened yesterday. But in any case, we're not in a hurry here. I hope, at least. Maybe it'll fix itself. I mean, it's pretty optimistic, I know, but so the starter is only accessible from the engine bay, so we'll do that in a moment. This is the lower suspension arm, yeah. I hope I bought that. Okay, we might as well replace the front suspension right away, because I don't think there's any reason not to. Oh, I didn't buy it. So let's go ahead and buy lower suspension arm. There we go. Buy 2 of these. And I don't even think it's really worth tuning this car, because with all the tuning parts that are available for a single overhead cam in N4, which I think isn't as many as for a dual overhead cam one, like even with all of them installed, this car would probably make like, well, instead of 110 horsepower, let's assume we also do some ECU tuning, maybe it would crack like 200 horsepower. That's nothing to really be excited about. I mean, obviously, look, if you bought one of these as your first car, and you would give it to a mechanic that tunes your car on the relative cheap for like from 110 to 200 horsepower, you'd be stoked, of course. Me, obviously, in this game, coming from a pretty advantageous position, a pretty enviable position with lots of money and lots of powerful cars already. I don't care about the 200 horsepower car. Okay. We can fit one of these, one of those, and then one of those. We can do this. We can also build up the entire rear axle again, because, you know, we don't need this to be unmounted in order to work on the drive shaft and gearbox and everything. Man, you gotta love coil springs for their simplicity. Or did I forget the rubber bushing on the other side? No, I did not. I can see it from here that I mounted it. Nice. I often miss those little details. Or sometimes, anyway. Also interesting the sort of setup that we have here with a coil spring rear axle, but also disc brakes. I mean, given that a lot of cars in real life had drum brakes even in the 90s, such as the Volkswagen Golf, as standard anyway, I think you could have disc brakes as an optional extra, just like ABS. ABS wasn't standard either. But yeah, and this car, like this fictional car, probably dates from the 80s or something. Maybe early 90s. Yeah, given that fact, it's kind of surprising that it has disc brakes and ABS for that matter. We just unmounted the ABS module and ABS pump. Okay, need to take that off. Wait, what is going on? Okay, now we can take this out. And that and that. And this. Yeah, and did I mention that my Both doesn't have ABS. Now that the power steering pump is broken. It has been for a couple of months, and I've been too lazy to fix it because it's not worth it. Yeah, I don't have power steering either. So I'm basically driving a 70s car, because if you didn't notice, the Mark III Golf is based on the Mark II Golf platform, which I think debuted in the late 70s, maybe early 80s. But yeah, and my Golf is a 1996 model. So yeah, basically driving an early 80s car in 2016. Wait, where's the starter? Okay, I took it out. And the more I think about how old and bad my Golf is, the more I'm excited about getting myself a Jag next month. A newer one, of course. You know what? Let's fit this right away. Okay. Good. Take this out and put it back in. Put this back in, that, the ABS pump and the module. Like if this is an 80s car and it has disc brakes and ABS, it's gotta be a rather expensive one for its time. Okay. Let's see, what else do we got going on here? Nothing, I think, on the bottom anymore. I think all we have to do now is the drive shaft here. Obviously, later on we still gotta fit the oil pan, but like that's at the very end, just before filling it up with oil again. Did I see another part, another exterior part that I didn't replace yet? I thought I saw some rust somewhere still. No. Okay. Gonna repaint this thing as well once we're done with everything, absolutely everything, so that it's basically a brand new car. fit the starter. Then go ahead and mount all the camshaft caps. Then move on to this thing. We can actually fit the engine head cover already. The crankshaft pulley. Then the idler roller A, then the belts, and wait, what? We have the wrong serpentine belt? Okay. I think there's still something. Yeah, there's certainly something missing. This, the spark plugs, the ignition wires. Oh yeah, and I totally wasted some money on buying like the ignition distributor and rotor and everything related to it. Because we don't need that here. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything we can access from the engine bay. So now we're gonna go back here, mount the oil pan once again, and fill this thing up with oil, repaint it, and then we should be done. Yeah. So now we're gonna sell everything and move you to the paint shop. Remember, we started this episode with $192,000. Hue, I want this thing to be red. Like that. Now it's worth 56,000. Now we're at 213,000. Right. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Leave a like or a comment if you did. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.